Hey, what's up everyone? My name's Cole and I'm a polyglot and professional translator here in the US. And since I always love testing out my language skills and learning more about world cultures, since you guys really seemed to like it last time, today we will be reacting to What Language Am I Speaking? Wait for it. Line up. Wait for it again. We're gonna see just how many languages we can get right. Last time we did really well. We got 3 out of 4, arguably 4 out of 4. So we'll see what we can do. Let me know how many languages you get correct in the comments, and let's do this.
Wil je met mij neuken in de keuken?
I
I asked him if he wanted to fuck me in the kitchen.
You know, I would love it if somebody were to be that forward with me. And I could immediately tell that she was speaking Dutch, and one thing I love about Dutch culture is that they're so forward. Like in the US, it would be kind of impolite to say that somebody smelled bad, for example, but in the Netherlands, it would just be seen as them doing you a favor. And I absolutely love that about Dutch culture.
Do you speak any other languages but English? I grew up in an environment in which there was Cantonese and Tagalog.
God, I am so jealous of anybody that grows up in any sort of bilingual, trilingual household. Because I grew up in a monolingual culture only speaking English, and it took so long for me as a result to really get out of my bubble and experience the world, learn new languages and new perspectives. But they just get it from day one. I'm super jealous about that.
I speak Korean, Japanese, Portuguese.
I'm from Detroit, so like Ebonics.
Consider that English.
It's a form of English.
Today, we're playing a little game.
Yes!
Guess what language I'm speaking.
Yes! Yes!
Yes! Do any of you guys just get excited about languages? It's probably just me. I'm kind of weird.
I wore a hat today because I didn't do my hair.
I love this
Puta que
guy.
pariu! Que caralho! Nossa, hoje.
I was not expecting that right out of the gate. She is from Sao Paulo, 100%. Brazilian Portuguese, Sao Paulo. I've heard way too many people from that city say puta que pariu, caralho, filho da puta.
Hoje foi foda, o dia foi complicado.
I know what you're speaking, but I don't know what you're saying to me, and it makes me feel scared.
Como você sabe o que eu tô falando? Se você não sabe o que eu tô falando? Como assim?
Can you insult me? Say, I hate you, black man.
Eu te odeio, negão.
Wait, what'd you call me?
There's so many there are so many words in other languages that just almost sound like racial slurs in English, but they're like what she just said, negão. Or in Mandarin Chinese, for example, there's this filler word that's spelled N-E-I-G-E. So when you're in between thoughts, you'll be like, yeah, you know, nega. And when you say kind of fast, it's a little bit shocking.
Try to speak whatever this language is back to the person.
The language
What is she doing? Actually, you could probably just make a language out of that.
is speaking is derivative of Spanish.
Não.
It's not? Okay, say,
Vem da mesma origem,
say
mas-
brother.
Well, I mean,
Irmão.
Nope, it's not Spanish.
Go ahead and take out.
they all come from Latin, let's be honest.
Wow. Were you screaming at me in Portuguese?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was born in the city and countryside of São Paulo state,
Okay.
in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yes, I speak Portuguese.
Portuguese. I was close. I was close.
Hallo, ik heet Diana en ik ben hier vandaag om te zien als jij kunt raden welke taal ik ben aan het spreken.
Remember that first language that we guessed at the very beginning of the episode? She has to be speaking Dutch. Or maybe they're trying to pull a fast one on us and saying that she really speaks Afrikaans or Flemish or something. Like something that's essentially the same thing, but has subtle differences that make it a different dialect. I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever heard this language. What?
Yell something like angry, like fuck, you know? Putain!
Say the name Hitler.
Oh no.
Maar dat naam is gewoon Hitler.
Oh no.
She's German.
I mean, I believe that the closest relative to Dutch linguistically is either German or English, but the whole Hitler thing.
Verstehst du Hochdeutsch?
Ik versta u
Hi.
als jij traag praat.
Okay, I'm asking if she understands High German.
I'm super impressed with this dude. He's already spoken, well, he says that he grew up with Cantonese, so it's English, Cantonese, understood Portuguese, and now he's spitting off some German. Damn.
So knowledgeable.
Yeah, for real, so knowledgeable.
对，所以我妈妈是中国人，但是我爸爸是比利时人。
That's some type of Asian. I'm not sure
真的吗？
what Asian, but they.
I would love to meet this lineup of people.
They speak real fast and it's like.
我妈妈是中国人，
哦
我爸爸是比利时人，
啊
所以我也会说中文。
哎，我说的不好。
哦，你也会说中文哇？Kind of understand.
You're telling me this boy, this mad lad, also speaks Mandarin? What a ledge.
Both my languages. I feel defeated.
Can I look? Sure. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
She's Russian.
Russians have to be pretty.
Usually.
Why is that a stereotype? She looks so European, at least to me. What do I know?
Dutch? No.
Russian?
Ooh.
German, Taiwanese.
Was he right?
Should I tell him?
Are you
I was
us?
speaking Flemish.
Oh, Flemish.
Belgium.
They pulled a fast one on us. It's the Dutch that's not Dutch. No, for real though, guys. I don't want to sound insensitive or anything, but I'm really curious. What's actually the difference between regular Dutch and Flemish? If you're a speaker of it, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it.
Very, very similar to Dutch. It's just kind of like a dialect, honestly. It's what's spoken in Belgium,
Okay.
which is where my dad is from. And the second one I was speaking is Chinese, because my mom is Chinese. And so I learned those two languages from my parents.
Salam, Carlos Nathan.
Ooh.
Salam.
Ooh, say my name again.
Carlos.
Say, oh, see, you said it first. Say it with something.
I think he's speaking a Semitic language. I did not recognize any of it, but I know that it's not Arabic, and I speak a pitiful amount of Hebrew, but I don't think it's that either.
Salam, Carlos Nathan. Can I date number?
It's definitely from a Middle Eastern country or maybe a North African country.
Can you count to 10 for me?
Yeah. And hulet sost arat amis sidis sabat cement zetting.
How do you say thank you?
I'm a second allo.
I'm a second. Fuck, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that.
What other languages are Semitic? Or maybe it's like some obscure dialect of Arabic.
I'm going with Egyptian. Oh, hi.
Wait, before he says it, we have to make a decision. You know what, screw it. I'm just gonna go with like Gulf Arabic or something.
I don't.
Okay.
Did you think I would look like this?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
He's speaking Egyptian. If that is even a fucking language.
This
Egyptian
man
Adam?
just starts spitting out hieroglyphics like the Minecraft enchantment table. Now that's something I would pay to see.
Minagaro Amaringano.
Was it?
No.
From
No,
Ethiopia.
so it's not Egyptian. No. I told you I'm not speaking Egyptian, I'm speaking Amaringa.
What is that?
I always
Amaringa is
forget about
Amharic.
Amharic.
What is
Walino.
that?
My parents are from Ethiopia.
Dang it.
Oh, okay.
Is there any like influence from the Arabic language into Amharic?
Kind of. So Arabic and Amharic and Hebrew, they're all like Semitic languages.
Okay.
So it comes from like that base. In the country of Ethiopia, there's over like 80 dialects.
God damn it. Or whatever. You
And
live and learn.
Amaringa,
You
so
live and learn.
Amharic,
Shake
what
it
I'm
off.
speaking,
Shake it
is
off.
considered like one of like the most like beautiful dialects.
وأني ناوم برويا حاتمة إيرا فيديوك فيلم بكين.
What about like counting 1 through 10?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Okay. يك دو سه چوار پنج شش حوت هشت نو ده.
Oh.
I'm just absolutely stumped. I can't even think of a language family. Some of the phone memes reminded me of some Middle Eastern languages, but then it also gave me some more Asian vibes for some reason.
Can you say thank you?
زور سپاس.
Oh fuck, I have no idea.
have
I've never
no
heard any of
clue.
these words before, so I'm gonna go with Indian.
It could be a language from India. I'm just gonna go with Urdu because I've never heard Urdu spoken in my life.
You kind of look Indian.
Pretty close. Kurdish.
Oh!
Do you know what it
I
is?
knew. Oh, I do know a
Have you-
Kurdish.
you
I
do?
do. Yeah, no,
Oh, that's
I'm
surprising.
up free Kurdistan for sure.
Oh wow, a lot of people don't know. Well, I'm from northern Iraq, but you can be like Armenian, Syrian, Turkish. There's even like Russians that
Oh,
are Kurdish
really?
people. Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah, it's
ethnicities
like
in that part
because
of
we
the
don't have
world.
our own country, so it's kind of all over the place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my god.
Ну і що ти тут наробив мені?
It's Slavic, but it's not Russian. This is the same dilemma we had last episode.
То що ти мені зробив, а? Тепер я маю то прибирати? Що ти мені зробив?
Oh my gosh, you're speaking a Slavic language.
Okay, how do you say I'm a dirty girl?
Я брудна дівчинка.
Brudny Dziewczynka. Dziewczynka is a word in Polish, I believe, but it's also shared in other Slavic languages. So our options are Polish, Bulgarian, Ukrainian, Belarusian. I'm starting to think Bulgarian. Let's keep listening.
Romanian or like Ukrainian?
Polish?
You speak something from that Belarus, Ukraine, Latvia, Estonia area. Yeah, can you just tell me?
Ukrainian.
Ah!
So you guessed it,
Yeah, I
kinda.
kinda, yeah.
We're not doing too well today, guys. These languages are definitely a lot harder than the ones we had before. Oh man.
Yeah,
Ukrainian.
you did guess it
Really?
right.
Was
Oh,
Romanian?
it was Ukrainian.
Ukrainian?
Good job.
Can you teach me something giggles in Ukrainian?
Yup, твою мать is fuck your mother.
Yup, to you much.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that, I don't know if that's funny. That's kind of sad, but
Well, yup, to you much.
yup, твою мать.
Yeah, we might. Imagine Ukrainians just going down the street and greeting each other with. And then one day someone deviates from that and doesn't tell someone that, and they're like, Jevchenko, why did you not tell me to f my mother today?
Przyjrzał Izraelianie Lionel w Rwanda.
I have no idea.
I think there's like 6, maybe even 7 official languages of Rwanda, but it is in East Africa, so it could be Swahili?
Shangalia mówi inaitwa Hakuna Matata.
Yes!
Clearly speaking
Yes!
some kind of.
Hakuna Matata is a phrase in Swahili. That was something I learned from some dumb trivia card that I had in my basement. It was about like Disney and the Lion King and So that's the story of how Disney taught me Swahili. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Why?
Because he said Hakuna Matata. Listen.
Okay. Je suis pas français.
He's French.
Ah, je vois tu es un homme de culture aussi.
Voulez-vous c'est avec quoi? Ce soir? I just slaughtered that.
Hi.
Hey.
At first, I was gonna lean more towards maybe like a French-ish language.
Okay.
But then seeing you, I'm like, okay, but you're brown.
First one was Kinyarwanda.
What about the hundreds of millions of brown people in the world who speak French as a native language?
One was Kinyarwanda.
Kinyarwanda?
Yeah, it's called Kinyarwanda.
Oh, where is it from?
Rwanda.
Oh, Rwanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the second one was Swahili, which is kind of used in East Africa.
And then the third one was French.
Third one was French, yeah.
Shit.
So we actually spoke 3 languages there.
Crazy. Nice, man.
So in Rwanda we speak like 4 national languages. So there is French, English, Kinyarwanda, and Swahili. Like we're in the East African bloc, so we speak Swahili.
Oh, okay, interesting.
侬好，侬好吧？
Asian. Go ahead.
侬别吃咕噜吧？
Definitely Asian.
侬好，我名字是 Kellen。
She said Mingzi, which means name in Mandarin. But I didn't recognize anything else. And it's definitely not Korean, definitely not Japanese, but very much Eastern Asian. So that leads me to believe that it's either Cantonese or maybe even some sort of Chinese dialect, because there's actually hundreds, if not thousands of them just within China.
我现在来讲上海话，是来中国里向，葛么侬应该听不懂是啥地方来中国里向。
She sounds like my nail tech, so I'm gonna go
Chinese
with Korean.
dialect, guys.
Not to be racist.
That's not Mandarin.
It's Shanghainese.
Okay, yeah.
Man, these are some tough ones, man. But I'm really surprised at how different something like Shanghainese is from normal Mandarin, because I could only pick out a few words at best.
Spoken in like Shanghai.
Sure, Shanghainese, Beijingese.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the language is kind
Shanghainese,
of
Beijingese.
like fading because a lot of the younger people aren't speaking it anymore. Like for a while, you couldn't speak it in school. Like it wasn't allowed for you to speak it with your friends at school because they wanted you to speak Mandarin. Grandparents, my parents, they all speak it. But then whenever they address the younger kids, like they just switch to Mandarin. Kind of, I want to like teach my kids Shanghainese too, just to keep it alive.
Keep it going.
That's fantastic.
I'm learning all these new languages. I didn't even know.
I really want to do something with minority languages and just like the preservation of almost lost cultures around the world. I read somewhere that every 2 weeks a language dies. 2 weeks! So I'm really glad that there's people out here like her that are out here protecting and preserving minority languages for the future generations to appreciate.
Kininam! Saan ka nang galing? Bakit ngayon ka lang nakauwi? Sino naman kasama mo? Did you do your homework?
Hello?
Kumusta?
Oh, come on.
It's Spanish but not Spanish, which means it's Tagalog. Philippines, Manila, let's go!
Está muy bien, ¿y tú, señorita?
Anong sinabi mo?
Oh, no, that's not. She came out with como está, but I don't know that second line. What
This
would you
guy
say that second line?
really wants it to
sinabi
be
mo?
Spanish.
She's some type of like Asian mixed with like an island. Cause she has like a lot of Latino, like in
islands?
Spanish derivatives, but like
Yeah.
she's definitely Asian.
Getting warm.
Guam? What is it?
A little too far out on the island part.
What is that?
Philippines. From the
Philippines, which is literally like Asian but Latino.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright, cool. So we got the whole stacked lineup here. Now we can finally keep track of how we did. So we got Flemish, we guessed Dutch. I'm gonna count that. This guy spoke 3 languages. We got 2 of them. Menina de São Paulo. Claro. Kurdish. No, not even close. Shanghainese. Kinda close, but not really. Amharic. Tagalog. We nailed that one. And then Ukrainian, which we also did not get. So counting all this up, we got an absolutely mediocre score of 6 out of 11. 6.5 if you'll give me the Chinese dialect. Just shows you that there's always more to learn.
I think it was really cool to learn how I think interconnected languages are. There was a lot of similarities between a lot of different languages, and once you look at the history in it, it makes sense. So I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm so happy he pointed that out because that's something I absolutely love about languages. And usually that's the kind of insight that you would normally just get from traveling or going out there and actually learning a second language. But this guy got it without doing either one of those things. And I think the most beautiful thing about that is the exact moment when we realize how interconnected languages are, the more we realize just how similar we all are as human beings. We're constantly focusing on our differences when we should be celebrating our shared humanity. Because even though we all grow up in different countries, speak different languages, and lead different lives, we are all really, at our core, the exact same. So at the very end, we got 6 out of 11, 6.5 if you really want to be nice to me. Let me know how many you got right in the comments. If you beat me, then you're more than welcome to brag about it, gloat, and tell me how stupid I am. Thank you all so much for watching. If there's one thing we can take away from this video, it is that we're all human. Until next time.